Hello, everybody, and welcome to Abraham Lincoln High School for another wonderful matchup of baseball. Your Lincoln Railsplitters home here against the Curtis High School Warriors. Lincoln coming in with high hopes after their victory 2 days ago against the reigning champion Grand Street. First pitch here comes in, and it just catches the shirt of batter number one. That is number 21 for Curtis, and that is Yandel Dominguez. So he'll be safe at first. Anyway, Railsplitters just beat the reigning champion Grand Street earlier this week, so they're feeling real good about themselves. And we'll see if they are as good as they look in their first few games so far this season. A couple of strikes now to batter number two, also roster number two, that is Ian Thies. Strikes him out on the outside corner. One away and one on. That one walloped into left. It's good for a base hit. They'll hit the cutoff man and hold it to a single. Only one base advanced. Runners on first and second here with one out in the first for the Curtis Warriors. Nice to see their bats waking up so quickly. They are looking to do some damage to this flying high Railsplitters squad. That hit, by the way, was by number one, Thomas Formica. And batting now in the cleanup spot is number 6. It's Christopher Maturana. Nice looking strike. Chris takes it looking. And joining me now, our favorite co-host, Adam Caljean. Welcome, Adam. How's the traffic out there?
Oh, traffic was terrible, Peter, but I'm here now, so let's try to keep some traffic off the base pass here until the bottom half of the inning.
And I am happy to have you with us. 2 on, 1 out.
Take me a minute to settle in here, but
Runners go, and it's fouled off. They'll go back. Fouled off again. Runners will return. Maturana doing everything he can to keep himself alive and run up the pitch count just a little bit on Derek Blanco, who is pitching for the Railsplitters today. That one was a little bit outside for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away and 2 on here in the top of the first.
Nice pitch by Blanco there. Get that strikeout.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's starting to settle in and kind of find his rhythm. It's 2 strikeouts so far. Yeah, the leadoff batter, the ball grazed his shirt. That's how he got on there. And they make the play to third. He had a shot, but the runner is safe. He had a good jump, but it was a nice throw from JJ at catcher.
It looks like it's Xavier catching today.
Oh, you are correct.
Xavier Borges behind the plate.
We'll blame Coach Cruz for not handing us an official lineup.
Looks like JJ's on third base, I believe.
Swing and a miss.
Brendan Collins up at bat, junior. He's listed as a pitcher and an outfielder, first baseman.
Like to give a shout out to our opposing coaches and athletic directors who've been very cooperative with us having a camera in the outfield. I think it adds a lot to the stream, and everybody's been on board, so thank you. Got to talk to Curtis's AD and coach before the game.
Yeah, it's a great look.
Yeah, we really appreciate the cooperation, so thank you to them. Fouled down.
Well, as you mentioned now, Peter, Blanco's starting to settle in, throwing strikes almost every pitch here.
Yeah, you're going to see them swinging at a lot. There won't be much outside of the strike zone for them to sit on.
A little bit high on that one.
The pinpoint precision that they really have to try to work on. When you talk about a ball being just, inches high, it's just incredible. And he got him on that one. Blanco digs a small hole and gets himself out. 3 strikeouts to end the top half of the inning. We move to the bottom of the first. I don't have a lineup, but I'm assuming we're leading off with a Donnie Francis.
Yeah, I think that'd be a safe bet to think that Adani will be the leadoff batter today. Was not JJ at third base. Blanco Martinez is playing third today. Just looking over in the dugout.
Right, so different fielding looks. Be interesting to talk to Coach Cruz later, find out if he's just playing around with some different looks or if players have some injuries or anything we're working around.
Looks like JJ might be moving up in the lineup too because he's got a helmet on. So he's going to be up second or third today. All right, so as we expected, Adani Francis will come up as the leadoff batter.
You can see the Railsplitters warming up on your screen now. As Curtis gets ready, their pitcher today is number 2, the number 2 batter, and that was Ian Thays.
Ian Thays is a junior. He was also listed as a shortstop.
And I'd like to think I spoke it into existence, but it was really just playing the odds. Adani Francis is going to step up to the plate first. Number 1 on your rosters, number 1 in your hearts.
Curtis pitcher deals a strike. for the first pitch. Painted the inside corner of the plate. He's working from a full windup. Second pitch is a little low. 1-1 count. Faze stares in. Starts to work. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a very nice swing, but nowhere near it.
Low. Overcast day here at Lincoln Field.
Yeah, it rained lightly most of the night and all morning.
The curveball's tap foul down the third baseline.
Some of my students were asking, like, "Oh, are we streaming today?" And it's like, this rain is light enough. We are definitely streaming in it.
Yeah, I was kind of having that same feeling myself. I was wondering, but I knew we'd be out here. The ball's tapped down the third baseline, and it rolls foul. Good job by the third baseman, number 6, Christopher Maturana, letting it roll foul.
Count even, 2-2. Francis digs in. And that one is popped up. It should be caught. It is. 1 away.
Let the ball get back there. Miss Crooks.
That's all pretty tough at bat by Francis. Not much to show for it. Blanco Martinez steps in. Ball 1 for the third baseman. And he hits the ball into the gap, into the outfield.
First base hit of the game for the Railsplitters.
Blanco Martinez on first. As the pitcher, Derek Blanco steps in. Pitcher throws back to first. Safe. As we've seen most of the early parts of the season, the top of the lineup for Lincoln will be a threat to run. Pitch is high.
Good energy coming from the Railsplitters dugout as always.
This is that the referees from the other day, just making sure none of the players are outside of the dugout. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Blanco takes lead off first. No banging on the fence once again today. Blanco Martinez takes the lead off first. Derek swings, fouls the ball off.
Fouled it off, so that Blanco on first was thinking, like, maybe I can run on it, but he didn't know it had fouled off.
So Ian Faze works out of the stretch, first base side. He looks down over his shoulder, goes back to first. Not really not that much of a lead, so I guess they just got the scouting report that Lincoln's going to run. So trying to keep him close.
And now the runner does. Oh, no, he held up. Blanco Martinez took like 3 big steps as the pitch was coming out. I thought he was going.
Pitch was high. He's kind of distracted by the base runner currently. Throws back to first again. Quick snap move. Still safe. Middle infield is playing at double play depth. Pitcher delivers a strike. Change up. Blanco Martinez with 2-step lead off first. He stays. Blanco fouls the ball off. First base side.
Keeping himself alive. If you're not sure if it's going to be a strike or a ball, but you don't want to hit it into the play, just tap it out.
Once again, really distracted by the runner at first base. Looks down over his shoulder, back to first again.
Blanco Martinez doing a terrific job staying in his head.
Pitcher once again looks back, collects the ball at his waist, he delivers home. Ball's chopped foul. Third base side. Faze now steps on. Looking back at first. Steady. Back to first. Softball coach trying to get the baseball coaches in trouble down the first base line. And the pitch. Curveball into first for a strike. And the ball's thrown down by the catcher at the first base. Backed up by number 3, the right fielder, Thomas Benoni. Okay, so 2 outs for the Railsplitters. Kamani Scott digs in. Pitcher goes back to first. I'd like to know what the pitch count is back to first base. Wow.
Yeah. I think he's thrown there more than he has.
I believe he might have
to
thrown.
our batters.
Yeah, I believe so. Scott smashes the curveball way down the line.
Oh,
And it's rolling to the fence. He might get a home run on this one. Blanco Martinez comes in to score. Scott's at third. They're going to wave him home. And he comes around. His ball's still in the outfield. Home run, Kamani Scott. 2-0 Lincoln Railsplitters. That's a way to start the inning.
I hadn't even finished writing his name down on my scorecard.
Okay. Scott clears the bases with an in-the-park home run. All right, J.J. Fernandez now steps in. Takes a ball low. Not really any wind to speak of today. Center field flag is kind of dead. End zone flags are not moving at all. That ball high. Ball 2. The pitcher looks in, working from full windup. First base side. Into his windup. The ball's high. 3 balls, no strikes. For the junior. And the junior pitcher delivers. In for a strike. 3-1 count.
That was a real nice looking pitch.
3-1 count. 2 runs in, 2 out. Ball's fouled. No, popped up in play. Right-hand side, first baseman makes the play just inside the field of play. Okay, so Lincoln scores 2 runs on 1 hit.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Blanco Martinez got himself a single to get on first.
2 runs on 2 hits. Single and a home run. Derek Blanco's back out to pitch for the 2nd inning. Lincoln Railsplitters currently on a 5-game winning streak to open the season. It's going to be the last warm-up pitch for Blanco.
I was talking in the beginning of the game about how they're in high spirits after that 5-4 victory earlier this week.
That was some game on Tuesday. That was a really incredible game. It really showed the fortitude to stay with it and not give up on themselves. And pretty much trailing the whole game, and then just kept scrapping. Took the victory in the final inning. Okay, so this is going to bring up number 11, Armani Perez, Jr. Ball's in low for a ball.
His position listed on the roster is pitcher, outfield, and infield.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see where he was playing in the field. We'll have to check that out.
Very much, we'll put him anywhere we feel like it.
Tall ball player. He's looking down towards first. To play his stop for a minute. This ball in the outfield. A couple of baseballs. All right. Back to action. Another pitch low. Kind of like the first inning. Blanco's just taking a little time to find his rhythm. He's into the windup. Throws a strike. Outside, ball 4. Curtis has their first base runner of the inning. It's going to bring up number 5, Thomas Formica, sophomore catcher. And the throw down to second is not in time. So Borges just went out to the mound, talked to Blanco for a second. Trying to get him settled in. Got a runner at second base with a small lead. Ball's hit over the second baseman. Just missed making the catch. Going to have runners on the corners now. First and third, nobody out. To bring up number 3. Thomas Benoni. Blanco looks in and delivers. Strike. Nice pitch. Ball moving inside. Runner on first base takes a small lead. Runner on third is kind of nonchalant. Ball's thrown down. And then back to home, and the ball's too high.
The run is safe.
Number 11 comes in to score. So Perez walked, stole second, stole third, and home. Nobody out. Runner on second base. Blanco looks back. Now he delivers. All right, that was a strike 3 call. Ball bounced off a home plate. And they're throwing the ball around the infield. So Ward just couldn't find the ball. The ball bounced out from the backstop in front of him. He couldn't see it. And the runner advanced to first, as then moved to second on the throw. I guess they were trying to coax the runner at third to come home. So now we're going to have second and third, nobody out. The pitch, swing and a miss.
This is Alex Cruz at the plate.
Listed as utility player. So the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Need Blanco to start to pick himself up a little bit. Nice pitch. Outside corner of the plate, right where Boyd just set up. One run in. Blanco looks over to second, looks over to third. Ball's popped up, foul behind us. Out of play. Sophomore's taking some good swings. Blanco delivers. Outside. Runners stay put. So Blanco's taking his time getting back to the mound. Steps on. Working from the first base side. He's got the signal. And the pitch. Ooh.
Look
Call
good
that
to
one a
you.
ball.
Yeah.
Close, close. He's been calling that pitch a strike, I feel like. My view's not the greatest, though, so.
Certainly not right behind it like the umpire.
That one was low. All right, so the bases are now loaded. Nobody out. The leadoff batter is up now. Is it the leadoff batter, I believe?
Yes, it should be
21,
Yandel Dominguez.
Yandel Dominguez. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning.
Coach Cruz is going to have a little meeting on the mound with Blanco right now. I like that Coach Cruz will often leave his pitchers to kind of battle through, try to fight their way into their rhythm. But there is a point where you have to say, we can't afford too much damage because you don't want to rely too heavily on your offense.
Hey, Derek Blanco's only a sophomore, but I feel like I've seen him battle through a couple of these little situations. So Lincoln still has the lead. They still have a force play at any base. So they can come home if the ball's hitting the infield. It looks like the corner infielders are playing to come home, and the middle infielders are playing at double play depth. So they'll take the double play if they can get it and forgive the run, I believe, as per their defensive alignment. Okay, so high pressure situation here for Blanco. Let's see if he can work his way out of trouble. He's working out of the stretch, first base side. The pitch is in there for a ball. So throw one strike to the last batter, so he's got to settle in here and just throw some strikes. Let them put the ball in play. Looks in, he has the signal. Catch is ready. Another ball. 0-2.
2-0.
2-0, excuse me.
Yeah.
2 balls, no strikes. Corner infielders, even with the bag. The ball's hit to right field.
That's going to be good for 2.
Oh, it's off the fence. Throw into second is, they have one of the runners trapped. They're going to hopefully get the guy at home. All right, the runner is out at home. The lead runner. The ball took a fast bounce off the bottom of the fence. It was fired into the second baseman, and one of the runners was caught in between second and third base. They let him go, kind of forced the runner at third to home.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to bounce off the fence for a ground rule double, but
yeah, it just kind of dropped in there and hit the bottom of the fence. So that's going to give us 1 out. 2 runs in. Second and third, and the ball's popped up.
Kamani Scott getting underneath, and he'll make the catch.
For the second out of the inning. Okay. Runners on second and third. It's going to bring up number 1, the catcher, Thomas Formica.
Singled back in the first.
And the pitch is hit in the gap. Past the second baseman. Fielded by Marrero. Throws the ball into Scott as he cuts the ball off.
And it'll be a 2-run, 2 RBI single.
Still only 1 out. Number 6, third baseman Christopher Ventura stepping in. Senior third baseman. Pitch is outside.
Maturana is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Foul. Straight back. Blanco working out of the stretch, first base side. Pitch is in there. Fouled off. Card Denter. Just hit the sidewalk. All cars were safe in the making of that play. All right, so Kamani Scott holding the runner on at first base. Blanco working out of the stretch. He holds the ball at his waist and he delivers the pitch into home for a ball. Two middle infielders about 6 feet behind the bag. Throw down to first, not in time. So Blanco working with 1 out. From the stretch. And the pitch. Hit down the right field line. Scott can make a play. Just got a little nervous. He was getting kind of close to the batting cage there.
Yeah, right at the edge of the track.
Yeah. He kind of could feel it. You could feel it there. Lincoln has a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Small lead off first base for the runner. And he's going.
It's a walk anyway.
Still got 1 out. 2 runners on.
2 outs, 2 outs.
2 outs.
The pop-up caught by Kamani and the run down over here by home plate.
Pitch is hit down the left field line. Looks like he's room to make a
Caught.
play.
That's it.
And that'll do it.
That was Brendan Collins, just flew out to left to end the second inning.
Catch made by Mate.
But damage done. Railsplitters now trail 4-2 as we move to the bottom of the second.
Lincoln Railsplitters in a conference behind the dugout. Time to get the team pumped up. Try to get them psyched up and get them going here. Score some runs. Get those runs back. I like the fact that Mate made the catch in the field and now he's coming up to bat. Hopefully he can transfer some of that energy towards the base paths. Get himself on base. Junior pitcher Ian Thays back out to pitch for the second inning.
Looks like we've got Sebastian Marte ready to lead off for the inning.
Okay, so Marte digs in. First pitch is curveball outside. In the dirt. Sebastian waits. Pitch, another one outside. 0-2. Working from the full windup. Delivers a strike. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Another ball. Struggling to find control here in the second. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Throwing a lot of off-speed pitches here in the second inning. Working from the first base side. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So who's this? 18. We have 18 on the roster. Any of you guys know who this is? I know he's playing right field.
I will definitely find out from Coach Cruz as soon as possible.
Ball's in there low. Showing some patience. Waiting for his pitch. And the pitch is hit sky to center field. Plenty of time for the center fielder to make the play. Nice catch in center field by number 11, Armani Perez. So my guess would be that was Diego Blanco. He's listed as number 20 on our roster, but I heard them saying, let's go Diego. So ball's fouled into the stands. Emmanuel Gonzalez waiting for the second pitch. He hits the ball down, pops it up. First baseman settles underneath it, makes the catch. Curtis came to play today. No runs on no hits. The Railsplitters currently find themselves trailing 4-2. Third inning. The Railsplitters will send out a new pitcher, number 99, Christian Miranda. I don't think Miranda's pitched since Saturday. He's a sophomore. Derek Blanco is going to go to third base. And so Blanco Martinez is going to go from third base to play right field. And Derek Blanco is going to go from pitching to play third base. And that's going to put Diego Blanco on the bench for the remainder of the game. Miranda looks good. He's throwing some heat. Nice throw down by Borges. And as we speak, inning 3 will be on the way. It's really nice seeing all the coaching, different members of different coaching staffs here supporting the baseball team every day of the week. Okay. Number 11 steps in, Armani Perez. He walked, stole a couple bases, and scored a run last at bat. And Miranda. Strike. So Miranda looks in. He's working out of the stretch. It was fouled off. Late cut. So Borges is looking over into the dugout now. Sending a signal out to the mound. Miranda swings the ball in his hand, in his arm. Now he sets. Delivers a curveball in there for a ball. Miranda holds the ball at his waist. And the pitch, way outside. So it's kind of like Diego in the first couple innings, just looking to find his rhythm. And the pitch, fouled into the stands. So Miranda stands back of the mound, steps on, and he's working fast. Throws the ball in there for a strike, 3.
It's a nice little breaking ball just outside. Came in a lot slower than he was expecting it to.
Yeah, I think he set that pitch up pretty well. He just threw a lot of fastballs, and then dropped the curveball in there. All right, so now this is going to bring up number 5, Anthony Formica. Ball's in there for a strike. And Miranda holds the ball at a set. And the pitch. It's hit down the right field line. Looks like
it will be in play, not caught.
Blanco Martinez was a little late getting there. He threw the ball into second, but not in time.
Nice job by Miranda being there for the cutoff.
Yeah, he was.
His shortstop, Donnie Francis, was not able to make the catch at second. And that ball could have traveled a lot farther if pitcher had not gotten in the
Yeah, we might have had a runner on
backup
third
spot.
base if that was the case.
But a nice hit from Micah. He's 2 for 2 now, a single and a double.
And this is going to bring up the right fielder, Thomas Manoni. Struck out his last at bat. Miranda steps off. Borges goes out to the mound. Going to talk about their signals. Make sure they know what they're going to be doing here. Slips the glove off his hands. Dries it off. Steps on. Try to hold the runner on at second. Ball's in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Mirandez looks in. Not really worried about the batter so much. The throw's down to third. It's over his head. And the ball's going to be, runner's going to be in to score. I don't think he touched home base.
I don't think he touched home base.
Touch home base. So
you got to tag it. Well, now he's so far out of the.
They have to appeal the play. Umpire's saying he's safe. I didn't see him touch home base. Kind of saw him streak over home base, but guess time will tell. Have to go to the videotape for that one, Pete.
Yeah, I hope we caught it.
All right, so another run scores. The ball's hit to the shortstop. Fields fires the first in time. Nice play by Scott, digging it out of the dirt. Donnie Francis with his sure hand at the shortstop position. It's going to bring up number 13, Alex Cruz, sophomore.
He worked himself into a walk his last at bat.
Yeah, it was a pretty good at bat. Miranda deals with ball, first pitch. Kind of out of character for him to throw so many balls. Let's see what he's got here. That's a strike. Right in there, over the plate. 1-1. First and third baseman even with the bag. Middle infielders playing at normal depth. Center field is straight away. And the pitcher comes to a set, delivers, fouled off into the glove for Borges. Strike 2. And Miranda looks in, he's got the signal. Another foul ball. Staying alive. So Miranda steps off. Now he's on from the first base side. And the pitch. Outside. Just missed. Miranda delivers. The ball's high, ball 4. Excuse me.
That brings up the top of the order. Yandel Dominguez.
Bottom of the order is pesky there, walking those walks.
Yandel got hit by the very first pitch of the game. Just grazed the front of his jersey.
Out.
Oh,
Got him at first base. Nice throw by Miranda. Wow, caught him sleeping out there. Very, very good throw by Miranda. And that's just what the doctor ordered right there. Looks like David Marrero is coming up with a purpose in this inning right now. So the Lincoln Railsplitters currently are losing 5-2. Bottom of the third inning. Bring up the bottom of the order to start the inning here. So Marrero looks like he's on a mission right now. Needs to get on base, give his team a chance to score some runs here.
I mean, I didn't do a lot of research on Curtis coming into this, but I did see the record so far was 0-3. So on the surface, it's possible some Railsplitters came into this game with a little more confidence than maybe they should have.
Yeah, I mean this.
They were not respecting the bats of Curtis to come into this.
I think Curtis came in here with nothing to lose. You know, they just came in here to play today, and they looked like they have some good energy. You know, they're feeling themselves right now. So, but as we know, Pete, the Railsplitters are resilient.
Yep.
They do not give up. And
this is still an early. We're early in that game.
Scratching, and they keep clawing, and they keep pushing until they get their way, until they break it out. All right, so Marrero's going to come in from the left-hand side. Like I said, he looks like he's just ran in from the outfield on a mission to get on base here. And the pitch is outside for a ball. We'll say phases back out to pitch for the third inning with a ball outside. Working from the full windup, first base side. That one's inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Lincoln with the white on white pinstripe uniforms today. Another pitch outside. White uniforms, blue pinstripes, blue Lincoln and script across the chest. Solid numbers on the back. And the pitch outside. 4 pitches, 4 balls.
Oh, you said he came out on a mission to get on.
He's putting the boxing glove on now. He's going to punch his way to second base. This is how it starts, Pete. This is how it starts. Bottom of the lineup with some speed. Now here comes Adani. This is where they're dangerous, on the base paths. Marrero is definitely a threat to run on the first pitch. Nice move to first, but Marrero's quick. I'm going to see a steady diet of pitches that throws to first base right now. Marrero gets back again.
Sinessa, we still have the outfield cam? The outfield cam? Sorry, folks.
Marrero takes a decent lead off first. Adani takes a hard swing. Hard foul. Oh, hit one of the track runners with the baseball. They didn't expect that to come down.
That'll take an ankle out. Get the ice.
Protect the track runners. All right, Marrero takes a nice lead off first. Ooh,
They got him.
They got him. Yeah, he was caught in between there. He kind of just was ready to go to first, and mission failed. All right, let's see what Adani can do here. Emphasis is back on him. And the pitch.
Lays off.
He laid off. Laid off the breaking ball. Just think it's just a little slow getting started today. Let's see if this is the start of something big. The pitch is in there for a strike. He was taken all the way. Now he's got the green light. Take it for a ride. And the pitch. So Francis is waiting for a pitch that he likes. He doesn't like that one. It's in the dirt. Can't do much with that. Coach just said it. 1 pitch, 1 spot. Let's go. Is this going to be the go time? It's not the go time. Strike 3 is the call. Swing and a miss. Going to bring up Jaden Blanco Martinez. Number 10. Started the game at third base. Now he's playing right field. He's got a nice compact stance. And the pitch, in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike for Thays. And he delivers. 2 strikes. And the pitch is in there for a ball. So infield is playing at normal depth. Lincoln Railsplitters looking for a hit here. Ball's hit to the shortstop. Fields fires the first base in time. Catches the ball on the bounce. No runs on no hits. Lincoln still behind. 5-2. And Miranda will come out and work for a second inning. Got himself out of trouble the last inning. The Lincoln defensive alignment stays the same. Borges behind the plate. Miranda is the pitcher. Derek Blanco is playing third. Donnie Francis playing shortstop. Ramel Gonzalez playing second base. Kamani Scott's at first. Blanco Martinez in right field. And everybody's favorite center fielder, David Marrero, patrolling the outfield. Leadoff batter is going to step in. Here in the fourth, Miranda throws a curveball in the dirt. Borges picks it up from behind the backstop. Pulls back out. Miranda steps on. Once again, swings the arm. He sets. Ball's hit over the jumping second baseman. To Blanco Martinez, feels the ball, fires it in. Ramel gets the ball into the pitcher. First batter is on. Miranda throws the ball back to first. He's got a quick move. Picked off the runner in the last inning to end the inning. Now the pitcher, Ian Thays. Back. He's in safe.
That ball was there in time. It was just a little high. It was a little more directed to the bag.
He's got a great move to first. He really does. He gets the ball over there so quick. All right, now he brings the ball home fast. Quick pitch. In for a strike. Just the fundamental things need to pick up on. Thays is waiting for the pitch. Pitch is high. Doesn't really look like the base runner is a threat to run. He's got a small lead. Nothing really to write home about. He's dancing around a little bit over there. On first. Ball's in for a ball. Now Miranda steps on. Looks back at first. Holds the ball at the waist. Quick pitch to home. In there for a strike. When a runner's on, he has a nice quick slide step to home plate. This looks like the runner might be a threat, more of a threat to run here.
Not on that pitch.
No, sir. Strike three call. Going to bring up number one, the catcher, Thomas Formica. Miranda goes back to first. Oh, once again, just high. Ball's getting there, just not getting to the right spot. Good job by Scott, placing the tag down. Pitch is fouled back onto Surf Avenue. On the sidewalk. No dinks, no dents today so far. And Miranda looks back towards first. Now he throws the ball home. In there for a strike. Pitches count. Miranda's working from the stretch. Throws it in there for a ball. Now he steps on. Back to first. Not in time. Not as big of a lead, so not as much of a threat to run, I believe. All right, now Miranda. Definitely worried about the runner at first. Brings the ball home. Curveball in there for a strike. A good job by Borges there. The ball was foul tipped into his glove. He got the out. Umpire is talking to the coach from Curtis. Okay, now number 6. Christopher Monterana, third baseman, steps in. And the pitch, outside. Miranda seems kind of unfazed. He's just throwing his game. Back to home. Ball's hit in the gap between short and third. Fielded by Marthe. Thrown into the shortstop. Francis. Now he gets the ball back to the mound. First and second.
Formica's 3 for 3 today.
He's having some game. Nice solid hit. Now the lefty. Brendan Collins, the junior.
Oh, sorry, that was Maturana that got the last single. I missed a runner somewhere in my scorekeeping.
Yeah, I'm still getting accustomed to that myself. It's been many years since I've kept any kind of book for baseball. And the pitch. Fouled. Just late on that. Just trying to find out from the umpire if that was a strike or not and what he swung at. More of a defensive hack. All right, so they're not holding the runners on. Either runner. Scott plays behind the runner at first. Donnie Francis running around a little bit. Oh, sorry, that's Ramel. Ramel at second. Nice pitch by Miranda for the strike 3. All right. This is going to be the time, Pete.
Rally time?
This is going to be rally time. We should put the rally caps on.
Well, we'll see if you can will it into existence.
I certainly hope so. It's getting late early. Bottom of the 4th inning here. Looks like Curtis is going to have the same alignment in the field.
Interesting to see if Derek Blanco is still in the lineup. They took him out as pitcher.
Blanco is still in the lineup. They took out Diego Blanco is out.
Okay.
Diego Blanco was playing right field, and they moved Blanco Martinez to right when they took him out.
Gotcha.
Got his at bat. And then it was time for a substitution. I don't see too many situations where they're going to take Derek's bat out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Especially when they're not winning. Got that sweet swing. Let's see if he can put it into play right now. All right, so the sophomore, today's starting pitcher, steps in, he's surveying the field, and he hits the ball down the third baseline, fielded by the third baseman, throws the ball to first, makes the play. One pitch, one out. That'll bring up first baseman, senior, Monty Scott. He had a 2-run home run in the first inning. He currently accounts for all of Lincoln's offense today. He takes a strike. And the crowd cheers K9. Strike 2. That one looked like it was a little bit off the plate. All right, let's see what Scott can do here with 0-2. Fouls the ball down the third baseline. Pitches count. Fifth A's, the junior. He looks in, working from the first base side, into his windup. Ball's outside for a ball. Good eye by K9. Working from the full windup, deliberately. Ball's fouled. Onto the track. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the senior first baseman. Curtis pitcher steps onto the rubber. Working from the full windup, takes a deep breath. And the pitch. It's hit right over the shortstop's head. Center fielder fields the ball, drops it nonchalantly, throws it into the second baseman. So Scott is
2 for 2.
2 for 2 with a home run and a single. 2 RBI. All right, JJ time. Fernandez steps in. He's trying to visualize himself getting a hit here. K9 takes a lead off first, small lead off first. Pitcher has a pretty decent move to first. And the pitch is outside. JJ steps in, he's looking for his first hit today. Shakes off a pitch, and now he comes home. Curveball in there for a strike. Well, Scott's taking a small lead off first. We know Thays has a pretty decent move, so I don't see them moving Scott right now. And the pitch. Ball's rocked into center field. That one might be trouble. And it is over the fence for a home run.
Indeed it is.
Home run, J.J. Fernandez with a long shot into center field to bring the Railsplitters within 1 run. It's now 4-5. What a shot. Say probably one of the hardest hit balls of the season, Pete.
Yeah, that was just walloped straight out to center.
Over the tall fence, too.
I'm not going to lie. I got a little scared for our camera out there. Camera's out of that outfield. I was like,
yeah.
that's straight enough.
You got it right over the camera there. What a shot by JJ. Wow. That's what they're waiting for from JJ. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. The ball's in there low. Marte wants to get a piece of this one, too. Lincoln's down by 1. This is the time when they make their move in the later innings. Curveballs in the dirt for a ball. Not Faye's not working with as much purpose as he did earlier in the inning. That pitch was a little bit better, but also in there for a ball. Not as much control. Third baseman is kind of playing even with the bag. About a half step behind. First baseman about the same. Second baseman, shortstop are at their normal depth. Another ball in the dirt. Ball fall. That's what Lincoln needs. Base runners. Well, Christian Miranda now into bat. The pitcher. Sophomore pitcher. Seeing if he could help his own cause. Push this run across. Marte leads off first. Ball's in there for a strike. Nice job by FaZe. First pitch strike. Miranda waiting for the pitch. Nice quick move by FaZe over to first. Brendan Collins field the ball. Send it back. Marte with a small lead. Miranda, swing and a miss. Once again, Marte. Small lead. At first. Two-step lead. And the pitch. Low. Miranda steps out. Now he steps in. FaZe is going into his windup. And the pitch. Outside. Miranda's looking into the dugout. Coaching staff. Trying to figure out if he's swinging. Swinging away. He's taking. Marte with a lead. Or first. And the pitch is swing and a miss. Miranda runs down to first. The ball's caught. He is out.
But a runner does advance to second.
Marte is on second. Emmanuel Gonzalez, second baseman. Number 2. Up to bat.
Ramel, the winning pitcher from the game against Grand Street.
Definitely came into pitch with a lot of passion, covering the plate, making sure he wasn't giving up a cheap run. Very impressed.
And we've got people in the outfield.
Stoppage of play for people in the outfield. It's going to give the catcher a moment to walk out, talk to the pitcher. First baseman's going to come over, talk to him as well. All right. Stoppage of play continues. Looks like the center field fence was open, now going to be closed. And we're waiting for the referee to give us the signal to get back to action. Saying we are still not ready to play.
And they still haven't gone all the way through the fence.
We'll give the pitcher a couple of minutes to warm up. Fence is closed. All right. Almost ready to go back to action. We got baseball coaches running down to the outfield to help assist close the fence.
Coach
Looks
Cruz
like it's
calls them
all
off. Says,
ready to
"Let
go.
'em-
All
let 'em
right,
do
we're
it."
back to
There we
action.
go.
We're back to action. Referee, umpires give the okay to play. No. Fence is still open. Curtis coach is getting a little perturbed. He actually has a right. All right, the fence is closed. Now we're ready for action for the second time. Pitcher steps on. We have a runner on second. And the pitch. Chop. Foul.
Oh, I think it bounced off his face. It hit the ground and then hit him.
Technically, I think he should be out if that's the case.
I'm not sure. He ran off, kind of holding his chin, but
If he hits him while he's in a batter's box, he should be out. That's Major League rules, so I'm not sure if they carry those same rules in high school. We'll look into that one. All right. Pitch. Outside for a strike. Swing and a miss. I think Ramel wishes he didn't swing at that one by the look on his face as he stepped away. All right, Ramel is waiting for the pitch, and it is chopped off the end of his bat to the pitcher. He takes an underhand pitch throw to first base, and they're going to leave a runner stranded, but they score 2 runs on a few hits. And down by 1 as we navigate to the 5th inning. Miranda will come back up and pitch. Okay, Miranda is warming up. Feel like the energy's picked up a little bit here in the building. All right, Lincoln's down by 1, so they need to just get a couple of quick outs, get back out, back up to bat. So same defensive alignment for Lincoln. No substitutions for defense. Number 11, Amani Perez steps in. The lefty takes a ball for the first pitch. Miranda working out of the stretch from the first base side. And he deals. Strike. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Miranda. He'll drop the bottom out of it a little bit. And once again, he steps on, working out of the stretch. Holds the ball at the waist. Delivers a ball. A late motion on that pitch. And the pitch is in there for a strike. I like with nobody on base, Miranda is taking a little bit longer to deliver some of the pitches. He's kind of like throwing the batter off with his rhythm, I feel like, a little bit. I like what he's doing there. And he throws the ball in the dirt for a ball. Forge is getting beat up with them curveballs a little bit today. All right, Miranda steps off. He's behind. Now he's on. Strike. Nice pitch by Miranda. First batter down on strikes. Number 5, Anthony Formica. Steps in from the right-hand side of the plate. Miranda holds the ball at the waist. And the pitch. Outside. Kamani Scott very deep at first. 8 steps behind the bag. Same thing with the second baseman. The ball's hit towards the second baseman. Blanco makes the catch. Blanco Martinez with the catch.
What a catch.
In right field. Yeah, it was an ice cream cone catch right
That
there.
looked beautiful. And he made it look easy.
Yes, he did. Just jumped up, caught it in the end of the glove. Hit the ball pretty hard. The shortstop was playing right in front of him. Second baseman playing right in front of him. All right, this is number 3, Thomas Manoni. Miranda deals. Ball's hit towards center field. Marrero's by the scoreboard and makes the catch. Nice play. Yeah, Marrero had to look down and make sure he wasn't running into the scoreboard, the football scoreboard out there in center field. So this could be an adventure out here for the outfielders at Lincoln. Down by 1. Bottom of the 5th. Lincoln Railsplitters lined up around the coaches, behind the dugout. Faze is going to come back out and pitch again for the 5th. Same defensive alignment for Curtis. Warriors. Coach Cruz making his way around to third base. Marrero is on deck, timing out the pitches from the pitcher. Marrero looking for a hit. Got picked off last time up on the base pads. Looking for some redemption there. Certainly wants to get on the base. Give his team a chance.
Marrero earned himself a walk to get on his first at bat, then got picked off.
Yeah, Faze has a nice move to first, so let's see what Marrero does here. Ball's outside. Once again, love to see a player make a play in the field and then come up to bat and contribute. Let's see if we can transfer that. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marrero stands in there, waiting for the pitch. And shows bunt, but retrieves. Just trying to throw him off a little bit. Give him something to think about. All right. Marrero steps in. Once again, offers, but then rescinds. Pitch was high. He's asking the umpire. Where was it? From the full windup. Ball's low. Ball fall.
Another productive at bat.
Yeah. And I can almost guarantee you he will not get picked off this time around.
Oh, no.
He will not. Not 2 times in a game. But he wants to steal. He wants to get himself into scoring position. So
Foul down the third base line.
Donnie jumped all over that one.
Yeah, Donnie is an aggressive hitter. He is looking to put wood on that ball.
Marrero gets back. Yeah, Donnie just kind of choking up on the bat slightly. A little bit of a loose grip. Now he drops back down on the bat. The pitch is high. Pitch is maybe a little distracted by the runner. You know, he feels like he got him last time. Maybe he can get him again. And that's definitely going to play into Donnie's favor here. Back. Throw to first, not in time. Went to first a bunch of times last time, and Marrero just was leaning. So now the ball comes home. It's way outside, inside rather. Over the batter's head, near the batter's head. Marrero with a small lead off first. And Francis shows bunt. Oh, pops the ball down the third base line.
The ball just raised up a little too high on him, but he was already committed to the bunt.
Yeah, and
Couldn't get his bat up above it.
he's not happy about that. He had a hit there because the third baseman was way deep. If he could have kept it fair, he would have definitely gotten a single. All right, so now Marrero looks like he's ready to go now. And the ball goes back to first.
Marrero is ready to come back, too.
Yes, he was.
Not sleeping the way he was the last time.
No.
They're not going to catch him again, like you said.
Days has a good move, though, so and he's got a pretty big lead right now. Francis fouls the ball. Donnie is in a place of frustration right now. He wants to straighten that out in the worst way. All right, so nobody out for the leadoff batter. Lincoln's currently down by 1 in the 5th. Ball goes back to first. If we see Thays again, we got to do a pitch count to first base for this guy. I need a clicker for that. All right, Marrero. Quick throw to first that time. The wind's picked up a little bit, blowing out towards center field. Slight breeze. Marrero goes.
And
And
it's
the ball's
hit.
hit. Marrero's going to go to third.
Nope,
Oh,
no,
he's
they'll
going to
hold
keep
him
him.
up.
That's smart to hold him. Smart to hold him.
Yeah,
The
it
ball-
was well fielded.
Yeah, it was fielded well, and he would have been potentially gunned out, even as fast as he is. All right, so the Railsplitters have something cooking here. They got first and second, nobody out. Second batter in the order, Jaden Blanco Martinez is up at bat.
He's 1 for 2 today with a single back in the first.
And I would not be surprised to see a bunt here and see him send both runners over, get the runners into scoring position. You might see a pitching change now. Manager is going out to the mound. Going to take the ball from Thays. Oh, no. He's not going to take the ball. Looks like he's just going to go over what they want to do in the field.
We don't keep an active pitch count here, but you've got to imagine Thays has got to be getting close to it. He's gone through the lineup of the Railsplitters twice.
He's gone to first base probably about 100 times, too.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think that counts, though.
No, it doesn't count, but it certainly works against the arm. All right, so the conference is broken up at the mound. Umpires are getting themselves into place. Blanco Martinez is choked up on the bat. He steps in. You got Marrero on second. Francis on first. Blanco Martinez up at bat. The wind picks up towards center. Umpire calls time. All right, so 86. Sounds like they called off whatever play they had on, which was probably a pitch out, something like that. And the pitch.
You called it. JJ shows bunt.
Yeah. Jaden's most likely going to bunt here. They want to move the runners into scoring position, only down by 1 run and nobody out. It is the right play. It is the small ball that the team is more than capable of. And he shows bunt again, but rescinds. The ball was outside. It was a slow-moving pitch that would have been a little hard to get the right bunt on. Blanco Martinez awaits. The pitcher is distracted. And the ball's thrown away by the catcher into center field. Marrero's going to go to third.
And that'll change your bunt call right there, as your players are now in scoring position, and you didn't have to sacrifice the out.
All right, so you got 2 balls, 1 strike. Jaden turns around and asks the umpire, what's the count? 2 balls, 1 strike, and he's going to be a live hitter now. We got 2 runners in scoring position. Lincoln is currently down by 1 run. And he's swinging away. The ball's hit hard. Down the left field line. It's going to be caught. Marrero's going to tag, and he's going to score. But Donnie Francis moves to third on the throw. It's a new ball game, Pete.
That's it.
5-5. 5-5 in the 5th. And I don't think there's anybody out.
Well, just 1 out from that catch right there.
That's right. That's right. That was the out. That was the out. Getting so excited over here. All right, so 1 out.
And it's for the scorekeepers at home. Don't forget that RBI to tack on to Jaden Blanco's stats.
All right, now Derek Blanco steps in. See if we can put this sweet swing into play and take the lead here. The ball's in there for a strike. Umpire is calling these low, outside strikes currently. All right, Phase is unfazed. He's working from the stretch. Blanco hits the ball to third. That's going to drive in a run. Past the outstretched glove of the third baseman. Christopher Maturana just missed that one.
Railsplitters had their first lead of the game.
First lead of the game. Derek Blanco. Sweet spot. All right, Kamani Scott. He's been on base a couple of times.
Yeah, he's having his best offensive game that we've gotten to watch this season.
Blanco with a small lead off first. K9 is in there. Ball's outside.
Kamani waved his hand at Blanco to be like, don't do it. And Blanco still took a little bit of a jump, and catcher came right for him.
Yeah, I don't think there's no reason to be that aggressive on the base paths right now. You've taken the lead. Scott just hit the ball. He skies it to right field. Not happy with that. It's fielded by the second baseman in short right field. Sky high pop up. All right. JJ hit a blast his last at bat. Dead center field. All right, Pete. hopefully your camera is safe.
You know, it's mixed feelings. On one hand, I don't want the camera to get hurt, but on the other, a ball that hits that hard, that far, that's a great hit.
Let's see what JJ does here. The ball's outside. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't really get it. Doesn't get too much to hit here. After the way he smashed that ball before. And pretty much dead center. You couldn't get more center than that. So Blanco with a small lead off first. The ball's in there for a strike. JJ shaking his head. He wasn't happy with that. It was a little outside, but he's calling that outside pitch today. 1 out, 1 man on. Swing and a miss.
Is that way in front of that one?
Yeah. He was trying to take that one to center field, too. So the wind continues to blow outward towards the outfield.
It's about 70 degrees out here now. Yesterday we were streaming softball in the low 40s.
That was some game. What was the final score, Pete? 23 to 1?
I think it was 23 to 1. Yeah.
23 to 1. Wow, they kept you busy yesterday.
Was we just kept on changing that score. I think at one point the Lincoln sideline lost count of what they were doing. They knew they were still up.
Yeah, they just kept pouring it on and pounding hits one after another. Oh, strike 3 call. That's consistent. He's calling that pitch today a lot of times. So JJ wasn't happy with it, but
that'll end the 5th, but the Railsplitters take the lead for the first time in this game. Now they just have 2 more times of seeing Curtis at the bat. If they can protect it, they can walk away with a victory.
they're going to bring Miranda back out to pitch again.
I would say it's really nice to see them have to play from behind and watch them show the resilience that we think they have. Nice to be able to confirm that they have it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Curtis is going to give it everything they got.
Absolutely. It's too early to make any prediction on this one.
They're right out in front of the dugout. They just had a nice little session around the coaching staff and trying to pump themselves up, get themselves going in the right direction here.
Leading off should be second baseman Alex Cruz, who's had 2 walks so far today. The second of which he ended up being tagged out at first to end an inning.
Two more throws from Miranda. Nice throw right there. Borges is going to throw down on this one. Ball's high, throws it down. Here we go. Miranda's going to work out of the stretch from the first base side to the second baseman. Ball's inside, high and inside. Miranda holds the ball at his waist and deals. Strike. Nice pitch right over the plate. Taken all the way. And Miranda once again holds the set. Throws in another strike. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the second baseman. Miranda works a little faster now. The ball's a little high. Nice work by the young pitching staff for the Railsplitters. Balls, strike 3. That one was a little bit further outside than the other pitch that they called out for JJ, but he is consistently calling those outside strikes. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that for the rest of the game.
Blanco was trying to get that pitch on him. 2 at-bats.
Hopefully Miranda picks up on that and he keeps the ball a little bit outside here for the leadoff batter. A little too much outside. 1 out, 1-run lead for the Railsplitters here at 2800 Ocean Parkway. That's a strike.
Oh, yeah. I was expecting a swing, and I didn't see it. I was like, where's the call?
And Miranda holds the ball in his glove over his face. He's into the windup. Strike. Nice pitch.
Strategically, do you show him that one again? You leave that hanging out there where he can hit it? Or do you try to get him with a curve?
I think he comes back with the heat right now. Right at him. Nice
You
pitch.
were right about the speed, not about the accuracy on that one.
Yeah. That's a nice, right idea, though. Kind of maybe get him to chase something there. So Miranda's now, once again, holding the glove over his face. Working from the stretch, holding the ball a little higher. The curveball's in there for a strike. What a break. What a break on the breaking ball for the sophomore.
That is the first time Yandel Dominguez will not be on base. He had a hit by pitch and a pair of singles. One of those singles ended up with him getting to second.
Now the junior pitcher, Ian Thays, takes a ball. Bounced off the front of the plate. Over Borges' head. Hit the backstop. Ball's hit hard. Off the fence. Blanco Martinez misses it.
Wow, did you see the speed Ramel just whipped that ball to second base with?
He threw the ball in so fast I couldn't even say his name. Wow. Yeah, these later stages of the game, Ramel does not play around. He is all business. I think he's all business all the time, but. All right, that's going to bring up number 1, the catcher, Thomas Formica. Also a sophomore. All right, so the sophomore will be pitching to the sophomore. Swings the ball a little bit in his arm as he works from the stretch, holds the ball low. Quick step. It is a ball. Miranda holds the ball. Quick step. Ball's hit to right field and then out.
They got him at second. What a
Nice
throw
play.
from right.
Nice play by Blanco Martinez to get the out at first. The force play at second base. All right, so. The coach. Coach from Curtis is not happy about something. He's aggravated about something. He's talking to the umpire about something. Now there's might have been something with one of the players potentially. Coach Cruz is not happy. He's in the conference. It looks like athletic director Ebed.
Yeah, that's both athletic directors.
Yeah, both athletic directors are on the field with the umpires. Coach Cruz is not happy. He's just got to stay focused and keep his team focused right now. So we got Sebastian Marte is currently on deck. Coach Cruz just gave him a vote of confidence. Monte's telling his team he's got him. He's got their back. Now Monte's being called over to the coaching staff. All right, so it's just an issue of talking back and forth, I guess, between the players. So, all right, so now at this point, Lincoln needs to stay focused on the task at hand, which is keeping the lead, maybe scoring another run or two. Curtis is going to send a new pitcher out to the mound. They have number 23, junior, Brendan Collins, coming on to pitch.
Yeah. Umpire's going to give the same speech. Don't speak to the other team. Giving that speech now to Curtis after they gave it to Lincoln.
Yeah. And rightfully so.
Yeah, no, keep the...
It gets tense. Things get intense. It's the heat of the battle right here. So,
yeah. And every player is going to say, well, the other guy spoke first, so there's no way to get to the bottom of it. Just make sure everybody knows. You stay to your own team. Keep your comments to yourself.
Yes.
Focus on the game.
Sportsmanship is definitely key, and that's one of the reasons why we love high school and youth sports so much. It just teaches you so many lessons about life and about how to handle yourself and how to conduct yourself in a professional manner.
Trash talking with your friends may fly, but there is a time and a place, and the middle of a high-stakes game is not it.
And it was, a pretty intense play and in the field of play to end the inning. So people get excited in the heat of battle.
Ooh, you see the speed on that pitch coming from Brendan Collins.
You know what they say, Pete. The harder it hits the bat, the harder it goes into the field of play. So if they can make contact, hopefully they'll be able to send it for a ride. All right, so Sebastian Marte will step in. He's playing left field today. He struck out in the first inning.
Yeah, he's got a strikeout and a walk on the day so far.
Pitcher throws a strike for the first pitch. Working from the full windup, third base side. Most of the pitches we've seen throughout the season work from the first base side. But he's working from the third base side. Mathey has a nice stance. Goes high. Ball. Working from the full windup and the pitch. Inside. Breaking ball that didn't break. 2-2. And Mathey waits. Takes a practice swing. Collins deals. Ball's hit. Popped up. Underneath the center field, on second baseman, excuse me. He makes the play.
Yeah, no problem there for Alex Cruz.
Made a couple plays out there today, the second baseman. Okay, that's going to bring up the pitcher. Christian Miranda. He takes a healthy swing at the first pitch and misses. No balls and one strike for the sophomore. The junior is in his windup and he deals. Ball's high. Micah tried to frame that one, just a little too high. Collins deals from the center, inside. Going from the full windup. Ball's high. Another pitch high. Pitcher covers his face with the glove. He's into the windup. The ball's high. Ball four. Lincoln currently has a 1-run lead. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez steps up to the plate. And the pitch. Inside. Ooh, strike. That one looked low and inside, but it was over the plate. Now, working from the stretch. Pitch is inside. 1-1.
We haven't really gotten to see Christian Miranda on base much, so we don't know what his running speed's going to look like. He doesn't look like he's even trying to take too much of a lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, by the lead that he's not taking, I don't think he's going to be much of a threat to run. And the lefty, you know, with a lefty,
Oh, there he goes.
go to first.
That was close.
It's real hard when you're at first base to time a lefty, because they can just so easily just throw you off. And the pitch comes home. Foul. Chopped. The pitcher holds the set at the waist and deals. Ball's hit hard to center field. Center fielder is under it. He makes the catch. Fires the ball in to the shortstop. So it looks like the shortstop has moved over. Shortstop has moved over to play third, and Thays has moved from the pitcher's mound to the shortstop position. Miranda is on first with a small lead. Marrero takes a ball.
You know, I'm mad the Railsplitters are proving me wrong right now. I've been raving about the hits coming from the bottom of their lineup in the past games. And there's not a single hit in the bottom 4 batters
Let's hope
tonight.
Marrero can change that for us right now. He's made the plays in the field, so takes all phases of the game to put together a complete effort. And the pitch from the lefty is outside. Marrero wants something to hit. He wants a pitch to hit. He's not happy with these balls that are not over the plate. He wants to straighten one out. Snap throw from the pitcher back to first. As we said, Miranda doesn't really look like much of a threat to run. So, and the pitch comes home. Ball's high. Ball 4. And that's going to bring up the top of the order. Donnie Francis. 2 runners on. And the pitch. The ball's low. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runners on. 1 run lead in the 6th. And the pitch. Low. Definitely sense some frustration seeping in for the pitcher right now. Miranda with a small lead off second. Marrero with a bigger lead off first. They're being conservative right now with a 1-run lead. Pitcher holds the set at the waist, looks back, forth, throws the ball in the dirt. And the runners advance. Catcher holds. All right, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Both runners in scoring position for the leadoff batter. Donnie Francis. Shortstop extraordinaire. And the pitch. In there for a strike. So the runners on 2nd and 3rd take small leads. Marrero's got a huge lead over at 2nd. The ball's fouled back. Francis is going to change bats. Marrero with a big lead off 2nd. Miranda with a smaller lead off 3rd. Not really being held on. And that's ball 4. It's going to load the bases for Blanco Martinez. All right, they got to throw strikes. Time is called by the Curtis manager. He takes a slow stroll out to the mound. He'll talk to his infielders, make sure they have the right plays on. Bases loaded.
Yep.
Lincoln base runners are currently at 3rd base, talking to Coach Cruz about their directives. Blanco Martinez currently on deck. No pitching changes, no defensive changes, just talking about what they have to do. Junior pitcher Brendan Collins is into his windup. Ball's foul. Blanco Martinez, right-hand side. Switching bats again. Musical bats in the 6th inning. Blanco Martinez took a big cut at that one. Let's see what he's got for swing 2. Another cut. Foul. First base side. Couple of short hops to the fence in right field. Runners were going. Blanco Martinez hits the ball hard to the shortstop. They throw the ball to first. It's a bad throw. Ball's thrown. Ball pulls him off the bag. Everybody's safe. 1 run scores. And so Miranda scores. Lincoln currently has a 2-run lead. Marrero is on third.
Derek Blanco stepping to the plate. He had an RBI single his last at-bat.
Donnie Francis is on second. Blanco Martinez on first. And sweet swing Derek up at bat. Working out of the full windup. Ball's thrown in there for a strike. Nowhere to put the runners, so he's got to throw strikes. 1 pitch, 1 strike. Pretty decent leads for all the Lincoln Rail Splitter runners. They're not holding them on, so. And the pitch is high. Good eye by Blanco. Collins stands on the back of the mound, takes a deep breath. Now he steps on, working out of the full windup to Blanco. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him at first base. Wow, catcher threw a nice snap throw down the first. Blanco Martinez was taking too big of a lead. Maybe wasn't paying attention.
He definitely wasn't expecting a pickoff on the pitch. And that'll move us to the top of the 7th. Railsplitters with a 2-run lead.
Let's see if they can make it stand up. Defense is key. So Donnie Francis is going to come out and close the game out for us here today. So Ramel Emmanuel Gonzalez goes to shortstop. Derek Blanco stays at third. Blanco Martinez comes in to play second. Blanco Martinez moves from right field to second base. Looks like Miranda is going to be playing right field. Kamani Scott stays at first. Marte stays in left field. And obviously Marrero is in center field. And support by all of the coaching staffs from all of the different teams here on the sideline with us today. Softball coaches, football coaches, track coaches, handball coaches.
Everybody wants to see this team this year. It's looking nice.
All right, Borges will be last throw down to first, hopefully. Throw down to second, excuse me. Nice throw by Xavier.
It's nice to see Coach Cruz has a couple of options at the catcher position. Last year they relied on Chris Bomba. He did not rejoin this season.
It's going to bring up the third baseman, senior, Christopher Maturana. Francis is going to be hoping to make quick work of Curtis Warriors here in the 7th. He's working from the first base side out of the stretch. And the pitch. High. Ball 1. Pops out of Xavier's glove. And the pitch is low. Two balls, no strikes. Francis sets and deals. Balls strike.
Oh yeah, that's gonna get you every time.
Yes.
Right over that inside corner.
A little faster than Maturana expected, I believe. Kind of crept up on him on the inside there. Two balls, one strike.
Just a little low.
Yeah, just a little low. I feel like he's called that pitch strike a couple times today.
Make Francis work for it.
Yes, sir. All right, full count. Wind blows out. And the pitch. Hit towards center field, right center field. Fielded by Miranda. Throws the ball in. Blanco Martinez. Ramel's going to hand the ball to Francis. First batter is on. It's going to bring up the current Curtis pitcher, Brendan Collins, Jr., lefty. Oh, and the ball's fouled into the stands.
I have to pack up now.
Wait. Oh, that was close. Okay. Francis deals. The ball's hit to the third base. Blanco fields, throws the ball to second. On to first. Not in time. Good effort, though. Nice fielding by Blanco. Good try. All right, so they got the leadoff runner. One out. And it's going to bring up the the junior center fielder, Amani Perez. Going to runner it first with a small lead. Ball's in there for a ball. Lincoln currently holding a 2-run lead. Bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. In there for a strike. 1-1. Francis just takes a little bit of a walk around the mound. Deep breath. Shrugs the shoulder. Sets. Delivers a ball that's hit. Oh! Off the glove of Blanco Martinez. And now off the glove of Marrero. They get it back in pretty quickly. All right, so they have 2 runners on with nobody. One out. Two runners on, 1 out. Number 5, Anthony Formica. Up to bat. And the pitch. Foul, straight back. Right off the umpire's helmet.
The stadium lights have come on.
First time I'm seeing that for a baseball game this season. And the pitch will be fouled off into the glove. All right, so with Donnie Francis now, he's taking a little walk around the mound. Once again, shrugs his shoulder. Sets. Ball's a little low. Nice pitch, just a little low for the umpire's liking. We got runners on first and second, 1 out, 1-run lead. balls. Francis was going to go back to second, but he didn't have anybody to throw to. He might have had him picked off. This time he might have him. Foul. Back. Right hand side. Foul balls. We're all missing calls today. I don't hear any dinks.
I mean, to be clear, that's a good thing for people's property.
Absolutely. Definitely a good thing. We do not want to see anybody's call get hit. And the pitch. Strike 3. Late movement on the pitch. Anthony was not happy. All right, so the Warriors are down to their last out. Number 3, Thomas Benoni, the right fielder, steps in. Donnie Francis steps off. Got 2 runners. Second and third. First and second.
Ooh, he went? Did they say he went?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see that.
Oh,
Kind of hard for anybody to make that call. There's nobody at first, so I think they did. Francis holds the ball at his chest. Fouled. Off to the right-hand side. Once again, Francis takes his little walk. Drives off the hand. Fixes the belt. Holds the ball behind his back. Waiting for the signal. Ball just has it. Sends it in. He's setting up inside. Ball's hit into the gap. Past Scott. I guess he. One run's going to score. Good base running by number 23. Scott should have let that one go through. Kind of ball. I think the ball kicked off his leg and allowed the runner to get an extra base. So, Railsplitters clinging to a 1-run lead.
That's it, 7-6, and Alex Cruz coming to the plate.
Lincoln's going to have a conference at the mound now. Curtis is going to have their 2 base runners talk to the coach over a third and the batter as well. All right, Lincoln just got to get the out. Need 1 out to secure the game. We'll send up the sophomore, Alex Cruz. Francis holds the ball. Delivers a pitch outside for a ball.
Cruz, 2 walks and a strikeout today.
Runners are not being held on. Another pitch outside. Two balls, no strikes for the number 9 batter. And the pitch. Hit hard to left field. Ball's fielded by Marthe. Throws the ball in to the pitcher. And the base is loaded. 2 out for the leadoff batter. Ball just goes out to the mound. Now he comes back behind the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch is in there for a strike. The batter leaned in towards the plate, but the ball was right over the plate for a strike. He's complaining and he's not happy, but it was a strike all the way. He just leaned in a little too much. He's hugging the plate too. And the pitch in there for a strike. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. And now the Curtis Warriors are down to their last strike. Gonna call time. I think the coach is telling him, forget those first 2 pitches. Get them out of your mind. Don't be frustrated. Take a deep breath. Stay alive. Okay. Donnie Francis steps off behind the mound. Now he steps on, working from the first base side, out of the stretch. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Fouled back, straight back. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 run in, 1 run lead for the Railsplitters. Francis looks in, collects, delivers. All right, ball. Might have tailed a little bit. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy just goes out to the mound. He just wants to make sure they're on the same page. Got runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bases loaded. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. 2 outs. And the pitch. Foul. Off the umpire's mask. Once again, lights are on. Wind is blowing out slightly. Runners on every base. Curtis down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. Railsplitters win. 7-6 in dramatic fashion.
Fantastic outing for the Railsplitters. They had a tough start. They took an early come from behind moment, but they did pull it out. 7-6 the final. Any final thoughts, Adam?
Great win by the Railsplitters today and a heartbreaker for the Curtis Warriors. They just got to stay with it and keep going back at it.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for the support. And as always, thank you to my wonderful wife for always supporting my media habits. We will see you next time.
Excellent. Great job.